right, Coach, why don't you just get us started? Just your overall thoughts on the win.
I'm just proud of our kids. They played with grit. You know, that's the second game in a row. I felt like everything was just really hard. We came out playing really good basketball, getting wide open looks, making them. And then, Ilsa picked up her second foul, and it just kind of just changed the momentum and rhythm of the game. And our kids, from that point, it was just really rigid, and it was hard. It was uphill sledding. They were physical, and they were getting after it, and they made things difficult for us. And it was just one of those kind of games. But our kids figured it out. They found a way, and we got the W. We won.
When Toledo did figure things out, I felt you guys did a really good job of just staying complacent and calm. What's that been like for situations like that for your team recently?
Well, the word that we used this week was connected, and I think when teams are connected, they typically have composure, like they have it together. They don't get rattled, they stick to the mission, whatever it is at the time, and they just ride it through. And and even though everything was a little tough and hard and quote rigid, our kids, they didn't just give up enough easy baskets defensively. They still competed and made it hard enough to keep us in the game, and that's what happened last game as well. So got to give our kids a lot of credit.
You guys forced 27 turnovers.
Thanks.
That's nice.
I didn't even know it.
27.
I didn't even know it. How many did we have?
17.
and that's what I think about, like, after it's over. But we made it really difficult for them. And Carruthers is a heck of a player. She puts fear in you, and our kids did a good job on her. And we did good. Other than some fouls, we did a more than adequate job against them. Yeah, I thought she hit some big threes, and she'd been in a little, we don't like to use the word around here, slump, but she hadn't been scoring as much in the last 3 games. And, she maintained her confidence. And, we tell our kids that regardless, you play with energy, regardless of what happens. And, we certainly count on that for her. She's also a playmaker for us and an extra ball handler, so she's more than capable of putting up numbers, and sometimes she just has to take what the game gives her. And I thought tonight she did a pretty good job. Other than the turnover, she did a pretty good job of taking them and being ready to shoot because the opportunities were there, and she took advantage of them.
Anything?
Yeah, one more thing. You've won 5 of 6. What's gotten you guys to this point as of late?
I think really just time. The more our kids play together and we've been able to practice a lot, I feel like the more they play together, the better they're going to get. Just understanding, even really, both sides of the ball, but defensively, just really knowing what it is that we're trying to do. And we're starting to, stack practices. We're starting to just the time together, just playing together, our core and our kids that are coming off the bench that, we got out of the portal with Scalia and the other kids, like they're starting to understand, I think, who we are. And I think time is what's been provided for us. Like time has made that happen. And, I'm just happy with how hard we play and our level of intensity defensively and just not making things easy for people. If we play like that, we're always, we're going to be in ball games. And if we play like that and we make shots, we're really dangerous. So we just got to continue to trend upward. I think our execution has to improve a lot, though, offensively. We've thrown Ashton into the equation, and she's behind in some things. And we've brought in some old sets, and so like our practices when it comes to execution's been a little bit not so great, and it's carried over on the floor. That's why you see me screaming and getting people in the place, because we haven't been as good, and that's going to improve too. So I'm happy for our kids. I'm happy.
Just pulling off a MAC win anytime is always good. Talk about what you guys were able to do today to kind of make that happen.
I think for our game, and especially defensively, it's very important to press up. And like the first quarter was really good on that, and then second quarter got a little harder. But then I feel like I've said that a couple times, like in hard moments, I feel like the team still like goes to the principles and like stays together, and like what coach says all the time, like our pressure, it's always like helping us to win, always for sure.
You guys are playing really well. I think won 5 out of the last 6. Just talk about what's gotten you guys to this point right now.
I think everyone in our team is like very, like always thinks about the team and not about themselves that much, you know. So I think that helps us a lot in like in general, not like specific things, but like in general to like play better as a team, especially.
Can you just talk a little bit about, I don't know, been a bit of a scoring slump up until this game, just what changed and the shots really started to fall?
Yeah, I don't know, I was feeling it. I shot the first one, I was like, damn, that's a good shot, you know, and then got the second one, I was in confidence, and yeah, I don't know, I just was hot today, I guess.